Chico had a filers cause I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of the dry. Running the station like 35. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. She wants to buzz and she cannot decide. The ladies, Mercedes, here goes the surprise. I'm sleep on this lady, her ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Rodgers going to put it up to get started. He's going to air one out right away. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
2nd and 10. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
26. Over here.
From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Ready, kick. Back. Back to 60, back to 60.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really with I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the folks
Rodgers on first down. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Don't let Kelly. Back north. Look at you.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. Moving out. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Derek Hall. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Hey, flag.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one needed to come out quickly. It did not. It is a sack. Byron Murphy in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He finds his man, it's Skaramic. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
So, from the 37, here's second and 5.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
We're going to try to pick this up on third and 8.
19-18. 7 Pirates.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On third down, Milrow. Throw right side, hauled in by Cutts. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They send a receiver in motion left. A very nice defensive play there. Don't let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To throw again is Milrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 10.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 43, here's second down and 7.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We are through one. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it second down and 7. Here's Milrow to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And that is incomplete.
Bit of miscommunication there. That brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's taken at about the 14, and He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
158, 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
158, back north.
3rd and long for Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. Now, issues here with the snap, but he just does get it away and doesn't get all of it either.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Come on. 60 by 6.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. He'll locate Cup. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Now Milrow on 1st down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive linemen out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Pass is completed to Cup. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Milrow going to throw it again. It's complete. He's got Cup. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved, and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurts. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now the point after trial from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
It's Warren to start the drive. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back north. Kill. 319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Warren. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. They need 8. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. For Metcalf, 48 TD grabs in 6 years with Seattle. That is first with Pittsburgh.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Corey Horton now to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, here comes Horton. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it. All the way out to the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
drive starts on the ground with Walker. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. They finally track him down, but what a run as they'll mark it at the 10-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. That gains an even 60 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Here's Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and goal. The Steelers' 10-yard line.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Big play coming up. Third and goal.
70 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Steady.
To the air. It's Milrow. That's holding at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown Seahawks.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Myers now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead.
Steelers 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll start this on the ground with one. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
50. 319.
From the gun, Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and a yard. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And this ball be down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second down and 9.
19 tight. Panther 60.
Now it's Milrow. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now Milrow facing third and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Going up top. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Come on.
Cup in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here we go. Jack 60 Bobcat. Cougar 19.
They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Throwing is Milrow. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long.
Here we go. Panthers 50.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's taken in by Horton. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This fielded inside the 35. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. A carry here for Warren. Just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Going for it all. That is hard. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold.
In trouble, and down he goes. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Third and long. Rodgers to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. For Aaron Rodgers, that is touchdown number 508 of his career. Drawing him level with the man who he was the understudy for his first few seasons, Brett Favre. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. Throwing, Rodgers. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on. Hey, Japanese Timber.
Here's Milroe to throw. This throw taken in by Hurst. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
This crowd into it now. as we get to third down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On third down, Milrow. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Seattle.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
First and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Cardinal.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Now Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Ready, get. Red. Viking 18. Let's go.
Once again, it's Walker. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. 70 seconds left to go in this game. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Here we go, set. Purple 80.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Ready? Cowboys. 70 Lions. Take it.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. Walker, first down and more. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Here's a run.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a run with Charbonnet. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Third and goal.
70.
The RPO, that one is complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A 22-yard attempt.
Oh, no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot, but it's no good. And they will not be able to make this a two-possession game. Here's first and 10.
Kelly. Uncle, over here. 258.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Derek Hall getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were forced to travel cross-country to get the